This video will be the largest and most informative about the new update. Today, I will tell you about absolutely all the leaks of the new update, all the rumors and tips that the developers gave us, and I will also tell you the exact release date of the update. Therefore, be sure to watch the video to the end. But I'm starting from the very top of the iceberg of the 29.0 update. Well, let's start with the most banal, and what we have, already known for almost 2 months. Namely, this is the Endless Ocean map, which has been leading the voting for a new item for a long time. Yes, sometimes Lava Map overtook her, but it wasn't for long. And soon Endless Ocean map became the winner again. And once the developers have already officially announced that this map will be added in update 29.0. But this is not the most interesting thing. The most interesting thing is that I have secret information that there will be a lot of secrets and Easter eggs on this map. Since this map will be endless, it will be possible to sail along it for a very long time and stumble upon, for example, a sunken ship or a treasure chest, or even on some entities that live deep in the oceans. We'll only find out the truth when the map is officially added anyway. So let's move on to the next point of the iceberg. The next point in the iceberg is also a leak that has long been known to many, namely insects. This is what this leak from the official developers looked like, and it looks very impressive and beautiful. They literally eat absolutely everything in their path. I have another theory that besides these cockroaches, other insects or animals may appear. For example, imagine if a huge elephant or giraffe could walk on the map. Be sure to write in the comments how you like this idea and how do you think the developer will add it to the game or not. The next point in the iceberg is even more interesting. Each leak is more interesting than the last one. And this time I'll show you the newest and most interesting official leak of update 29.0, but it even has its own mini story. So let me tell it to you. About a month ago, the developer posted this photo in his Telegram channel in which something completely incomprehensible was happening to the NPC, and none of the players could guess what was wrong with him. I even made a video about this morning with my theory that it could most likely be the effect of some new syringe that makes the NPC mutated, and many other YouTubers and players agreed with me, and everyone was already completely sure that a new syringe was waiting for us in the next update. But it's not that simple. Just 2 days ago, a new leak appeared on the network, namely, on which you can see the new staff in the game. And when this staff interacts with NPCs, it mutates and becomes the same as in the photo that the developers posted on their Telegram channel. This means that my theory is still wrong and a new staff will appear in update 29.0, not a syringe. Write in the comments that you would like more, a syringe or a staff. Well, I'm going even lower than the iceberg. Well, we're getting lower and lower than the iceberg. And now it's time to tell you that the physics will most likely be completely changed in update 29.0, and maybe even the graphics of the water. One of the participants of the official Melon Sandbox Discord server proposed the idea of recycling water physics, to which he received an answer. The user writes, "Developers, could you improve the physics of water? For example, underwater bases and water that will flood the ship if it is broken." And the main developer answers, "If the Endless Ocean wins, then we will change it." That's all he answered, briefly. But he made it clear that we should expect new water physics in the next update, because Endless Ocean map will definitely win. And personally, I think that the 29.0 update will be one of the most global updates in the history of the game. I've already shown you 3 very cool leaks that will greatly change the game. And now, we're also learning that they will completely change the physics of water, which has not happened in the game for more than 3 years. I'm even afraid to imagine how much the water will change, because knowing how much the developer loves to surprise us and do everything down to the smallest detail, then we should definitely expect something grand. What do you think the developer will do with the water? Write your guesses in the comments, and whoever guesses, I will give him a prize. Now let's go even lower. The lower we go, the more interesting it gets, right? Now it's time to talk about multiplayer. Players have been waiting for him for more than 3 years. And up to a certain point, none of the developers wanted to even mention him or give any hints. But recently everything changed. At a recent survey among the participants of the official Discord server of the game, the question was asked, can multiplayer be added in 29.0? To which the developer replied that it might someday appear in the game. This statement surprised absolutely all the players who followed the survey at the time, because finally there was an official statement that sooner or later multiplayer would finally appear in the game. And to be honest, I don't think it will be in the 29.0 update. And here's why. In update 29.0, a lot of things will already be added, and the developers are most likely spending a lot of time on the new water physics and the endless ocean map. But after the 29.0 update, 30.0 should be released, and everything is much more interesting here. Update 30.0 should be global, since it's an anniversary, and here the developers will have to surprise US in some way and do something really grand. So I think that multiplayer will be added to the game this summer. To be honest, I can't even imagine how much it will change the game. And the bottom of the iceberg is that the 29.0 update may be the last in the history of the game. This is really scary information. But I hasten to please you and make the situation a little easier. Of course, this is not accurate information, but I have my own theory of why this might happen. And now I can even try to explain my point of view to you. I do not know what kind of asset is in the game right now, but I notice how my videos and videos of other YouTubers are gaining fewer and fewer views. This means that fewer players are playing the game, and therefore fewer people are watching the video. If you are watching this, please support this video with your like and comment to check if the game is slowly ceasing to be interesting, or if there are still loyal fans and Melon Playground players. Personally, I will never leave this game because I have been playing it for 3 years now, and it has become a part of my life. I love this game, and I also love you, dear viewers. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting. You are a part of my life. And for those dedicated players and viewers who watch this video to the end, I have a surprise. Until the new update is released, we have to play a space event in which, as we know, we need to collect stars to buy cool space mods. But unfortunately, you can only earn 1 star a day, thanks to quests, and it will be literally impossible for ordinary players to earn cool and expensive mods. So I decided to come up with something innovative and cool. Something that more than one YouTuber has never done. I sat and thought for a long time about how to make sure that all my subscribers could buy all the most expensive mods. And finally, I was able to figure it out. Today, I created a new account, which I registered with a username and password. And this is what the referral code looks like on it. I want all the players to join together and create a new account on which they entered my referral code. Because if someone registers using my code, then I will receive 3 stars on this account. And if only 100 viewers make a new account on which they enter this code, then I will already have 300 stars. And I'm not going to spend these stars myself. I will make a separate video where I will tell all subscribers the username and password of this account, so that each of you can log in and play for the most expensive space mods and saves. I believe that our community is strong and kind, and that we can all come together to achieve our common goal. If anything, I will leave the referral code in the description and also right in the comments. Bye bye everyone.